what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Coach Cruise. And we have a first-time guest, another content creator. And you've seen him in the comments before, but we have one, Adventures with Uncle Dave, who is a veteran. And the theme today is veteran cruisers and veterans. And we want to, honor and salute our veterans that make the world a safer and better place all around. And also, there's a lot of veterans that enjoy cruising. Uncle Dave's one of those veterans. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about veterans in the ways different cruise lines show their appreciation for our veterans on ships and such. And then we want to talk about veteran cruisers as well. So if we have new cruisers out there that are new to the cruising world, what does a veteran cruiser look like? What do they know that you don't know? And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I think we got a lot of veteran cruisers on the show.
Oh, I'm sure.
So let's enter in the comments the things that make a veteran cruiser. What are some of the things that veteran cruisers know that new cruisers don't? But before we get too much into that, let me get started. And Cruising Chris Moss, another new content creator and a frequent visitor to the show and supporter. He is the gold medal winner today. He says thank you to all the veterans for their service, and hi to me and hi to you, and thank you once again, Cruising Chris Moss. Klesko71 back again. He is the silver medal winner back on the podium. I think that's about 3 weeks in a row Klesko has made it up there. So good job on that one, Klesko. And who is the bronze winner? That would be Bone Tired Travelers.
Goodness!
They are the bronze medal winners tonight. So congratulations to those three. And Cruising Chris Moss, not only did he win the gold, but he got some gold in my appreciation, because he is starting us off with our first shot. For those people that don't know or are new to the channel, anybody that does a $15 super chat or more, I do a shot. And I finished my Whistle Pig. Now, this isn't 100 proof. This is less than 90 proof. It's 86.6, but it is Evan Williams single barrel vintage. And as you see, it's not even open. So we are going to open this up, courtesy of Chris Moss here. And if I can get, okay. Didn't know if I was going to be able to get it open. That wax top didn't want to come off there.
Coach, did you ever finish Moms?
Yes.
Did you finish Moms? That's the only way I remember it. I just remember his Moms.
I did. That was the Mary Dowling bourbon, and I tell you, mom kicked my butt about as bad as that Whistle Pig 100 proof did. I don't know. Mom stuff was harsh.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, but Chris Moss gets the first wax of the day. Thank you for that. And your numbers 51 through 65. Carrying over from last week, Chris started us off 1 through 15. Then we had Rick Wade, the Texas Cruiser, 16 through 20. Edmund Tim, 21 through 35. And Yoli, 36 through 50. High five, Chris. High five. Cruising Chris Moss. What do you say? She says thank you. And thank you for getting us started once again, Chris. Let me get the cap back on this Evan Williams so I don't knock it over and spill it everywhere. You might have a little background noise there, Dave. I'm hearing. I don't know if you got some.
Me? Oh, hold on. I know what it is. I got a TV up on the wall. I try to keep it on low, but it's probably all it was.
I got you. We got Mike Clark back. He is saying hi and happy Veterans Day to everybody. Danny Dizzle, the super supporter, is back again. We got Trisha Set Sail, first time catching a live when it's actually live. And Trisha is
Awesome.
going to be hosting her first bar crawl cruise right after. So I just saw her post. Lewis just texted me moments ago. I replied back to him, but he is on the Celebrity Beyond right now, and he was making me jealous because he sent me a picture of what he was drinking, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be on a ship in less than 2 weeks, so I'm gonna get to enjoy that myself soon." We got Eric.
That's how you know. That's how you know you've made it, when people are on a cruise and still log into your live. That's when you know you made it.
Love that. Yeah, I agree. That is awesome. And yeah, Lewis and I not only have cruised together, but we ended up meeting in port. And if there's ever a time, any of you, like if you're cruising the same time, even if we're not on the same ship, if you see we're in the same port, when I'm coming back into port, that's what Lewis and I did. We met at a bar one time. So yeah, any coach cruisers out there, if we're on different ships but in the same port one time, message me. Maybe we can get together, have a drink before I get back on the ship. We got Kimberly Lavelle and Sandy the Lost Pirate Jenkins here. Kimberly says, hello, Coach, Uncle Dave, and crew. We have Cheney Sherry 50. Hello, Coach. We just got off the Mardi Gras. It was a journey cruise. Very nice. Love those journey cruises. Those are a little extra special cruises. And I think we're caught up on the comments. So let's start off with Adventures with Uncle Dave. And Adventures with Uncle Dave, since this is your first time on the show, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Tell us about the veteran that you are and the branch that you served. And, what do you like about cruising? How long's your channel been around? How can people find you if they want to subscribe? Those type of things.
Man, you're asking so much, man. How you put this on a first timer? Jeez, Coach.
Hey, I need a drink. I'm parched. I gotta let you.
There you go. All right. We'll take a break. Well, I served in the Army from 1991 to 1999, so almost 10 years. I got out. I came home. Got a job, all that kind of stuff, and married with kids, and yada yada yada. My very first cruise was December 16th of 2016. It was on the Carnival Triumph, which was after the poop cruise. Okay, just saying. And when I got on the ship, I'm looking like I'm at a mall. It looked like a mall. When I walked on the ship, I'm like, what? And since that day, I was hooked. And I took my wife in 2017 for our 20th anniversary. I took her on a cruise for our anniversary. And then shortly after that, I was a solo cruiser. I've done 15 Carnival cruises. I have one more in the pipe. I don't know. It's, everybody always asks, we're not doing that tonight. Come here. Yeah, I have one that she doesn't like treats. She just gets loud. I don't know how I judge my cruises. Sometimes it's for the ship. Sometimes it's for the destination. Lately, it's basically been for the ship. I haven't been on the XL class ships. I don't know. I mean, I love cruising. I love going to different destinations. Been all over the Caribbean. I love it. Absolutely love it to death. As far as the channel goes, I didn't really mean to start a channel. I took videos, and I still have a bunch backed up on the computer and in my phone. And I was basically making a video log for my grandkids to watch and, that kind of thing. And then I meet all of you and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I could put this video stuff to some good use. So I started putting a little bit out here and there, and then I made the channel, and, it does okay. But the real thing is Stop it. The real thing is stop it. Come here. Come here. The big thing I found is consistency. I'm like, if you want to get subscribers and followers and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna have to have a fight with this one. It's like I don't put up. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Get.
She
up.
does,
Okay.
Your dog doesn't have as much practice as Zoe, but they look kind of similar. Actually, they got the
and I don't have a chair for her either. This is Camille, but
okay.
yeah, it's just it's I don't know, man. It's all right. Come on, look, you're killing me here, but it's I forgot where I was going with this. As far as the channel goes, the channel was really not intended to be a channel. It was just like a video log for my grandkids. And then I started doing it and I like it. And I fell into the cruising community. And I mean, everybody's great, I got to meet so many people. And like, when I got down, I mean, I've watched you, Cruise Life TV, Carnival Cruise Addicts, all these. And when I'm around you, I feel like I'm around YouTube royalty, And I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually meeting these people that I've watched daily. And I don't know, I just kind of got hooked. I just kind of got hooked.
No,
it is crazy.
And honestly, that's when I first started the channel, it was more, just about having fun with cruising. And like you fall in love with cruising for your own reasons or whatever. But yeah, like you mentioned, kind of like walking on the cruise ship and thinking you were like in a mall or something, because when you walk in, it doesn't look like a ship. It looks like, like a hotel lobby or mall, as you say. And you're just like, if I'm convinced, honestly, I want somebody to do an experiment. I've said this before, but I want somebody to do an experiment on people, and I want them to be blindfolded, and I want them to be taken to like, a couple different hotels and then a cruise ship, and then not allow them to see the windows, see the ocean or whatever, but just walk them the inner parts of the cruise ship, maybe the lobby where the elevators are and everything else like that, the atrium, walk them to the different venues and say, okay, are we in a hotel or are we on, a cruise ship or whatever, and take them to about 4 or 5 different and see if they can tell which one is which. I don't think they would be able to.
I think you're right. Like, okay, I would do like the atrium, or the main lobby. I would do the main dining room and like the casino, I mean, something that you really have to think about without letting them look like outside. Just you look at this. Where are we? Are you on a hotel or?
For people that haven't cruised before, they think of being on a boat and how rocky it is. And not to say a cruise ship can't be rocky. I mean, if the weather is really bad, you can definitely feel the motion of the ocean and stuff and rock a little bit. But your rocking might be like you stepping to the side like you've been overserved or something, not where you're falling down or, it's not that type of rocky. But it's just most of the time you're on a ship, you don't even know, like you don't even feel it.
No.
If you're walking in the interior of a ship, you feel like you're walking through a hotel hallway or something like that. It's really that smooth. So people that think like, I get seasick too easy. And not to say you can't get seasick, like your body notices the motion, even if you don't. So some people need that Dramamine and things like that. But I would say, most people can handle cruising pretty well. I want to say hi to a couple more people that checked in. We got Frankie, who is on a cruise ship. Another person that's on a cruise ship, watching from the Carnival Elation. He is a fellow veteran. So happy Veterans Day to you, Frankie Floyd. Appreciate you for checking in. Hope you're enjoying your cruise to this point on the Carnival Elation. I'll be going on a smaller ship as well the Carnival Miracle coming up. Then we got Michelle checking in from Cruise Life TV, saying hi to everybody and happy Veterans Day. And thanks to
Michelle,
everybody who has served or are currently serving our country. And Cruising Chris Moss is checking in with Lewis. And Lewis is a veteran of the police force.
Still a veteran.
Yes. I mean, if you're helping keep our country safe, and yeah, I would agree with that completely. And making the world a safer, better place, I agree with that 100%. Marjorie has checked in as well, saying hi and what's going on to everybody. Let me see if anybody new has checked in or if there is new questions. The Beyond is right up there with the Horizon in my favorite ship category. Stephanie Shelley is back once again. I just sent her shirt off. She got her shirt earlier this or past week, I think. She was on a long cruise. So I was holding on to her shirt for a while, and then she just got that. Hopefully we give away another shirt today. Chris Moss started us off. We are, let's see, we are 85. Is it 85? 85 and super chats away from, I think that's right, 85 and 65. Yeah, 85 and 65 would make 150. Lewis says, Coach, we can do day zero when you come into town for your next cruise. I would love that. So, yeah, speaking of day zero, that wasn't on the list of discussion, but I'm glad you brought it up because I love reading the comments and going over those. So what day zero, I call day zero, and it's really caught on. I think a lot of people refer to the day before cruise day
right.
As zero now. That's what it is. It's the day before cruise day. And you can't call it cruise day because it's not.
No, it's the day before.
It's
day zero.
One, so I call it day zero, And
that's it, day zero.
Yeah, it's day zero. So
my day zero is February 7th of 2026 because I cruise on the 8th.
Right.
So
and my next day zero is going to be November 21st. And honestly, the day zero can be some of the most fun that you will have on the cruise. Because, just like going on the cruise, you plan your excursion, you plan what you're going to do, everything else like that. So I'll tell you all about my day zero for this next cruise, and I'm super pumped about it. So I'm going on the Carnival Miracle, but what I try to do is I try to hook up with people I know in the cruising community and things like that. And, we get together, we do whatever, and we have a good time. If I go to Miami, it's really on. Lewis is in the Miami area. Rod and Vicky are in the Miami area, and they're both police. And I'm not even police. It just so happens I made with law enforcement, which is a good thing to do. Not
a bad idea
with law enforcement. It's a good idea to have friends with law enforcement. So friends with both of them, and we've all hung out together and partied together and everything. It's been a good time. But this next cruise, I'm going into the Tampa area, and I am hooking up with a college buddy that I have not seen. I'm not even joking, in decades. It's been a couple decades since I've seen him. We've stayed in contact via Facebook, and we're in this fantasy football league together and stuff like that. So we communicate, but we haven't actually seen each other physically. But he has a boat club, and so he's getting a boat. And we're gonna.
Here we go with the boat. Here we go with the boats again.
I gotta be on water, man. I
hear you.
It's what has to happen. You got to be on water. You got to have a couple beverages. You got to get the cruise started off right.
Well, and then you got to get yourself right. You have to get in the mode.
Yeah, and then I have a teaching colleague that retired down in the Tampa area, about an hour outside of Tampa. I forget what city or town he's in, but he's about an hour outside of Tampa. But he's driving in that evening, and we're going to get together at a bar and have some dinner and beers and things like that. So that will be my day zero. And of course, I will chronicle that in my vlogs and stuff like that. So for those of you that follow the Coach Cruise channel, which I'm assuming is most of you that are watching, by the way, If you're not already subscribed to Coach Cruz, please hit that subscribe button. And my members, I'm going to get some stuff going. As a matter of fact, members, I wanted to ask you, I wanted to do a members only live and see how that goes and see how many of you actually log in. So one of the ideas I just had was to do a members only live immediately after my live shows on Tuesday, because I'm already here in front of the computer. I'm already ready to go. I'll be super sloshed. Maybe we can keep any guests that we have on. Maybe they'll hang on a bit for the members only live, and we'll switch over to that. But yeah, that was the idea that I had there. So yeah, if there's any members, which there are several members, Charlene has checked in. She is a member, and she showed video on her Facebook of a hand pay. I think she said she got 2 hand pays. So for those that don't know out there in the gambling world, a hand pay is over $2,000. When you win over $2,000 on the slot machine, it doesn't just get sent to your card or whatever. They have to come and give you a check or pay you in cash or whatever right there. And so she sent me a video where she was getting paid, $100 bills, because she got a hand pay. So that was really cool. She got 2 hand pays. Yes. So Charlene, congratulations on those hand pays. You know what? I didn't look at the machine though, Charlene. Was it Dragon Link? Because Charlene keeps telling me you got to do the Dragon Link. Was it the Dragon Link that you won the 2 hand pays on? Or was it Dragon Link and another machine? Or was it not Dragon Link at all that you won the hand pays on? Inquiring minds want to know. Kimberly Lavelle, so much appreciation, gratitude, and love for the vets. Absolutely. Okay, so let's transition a little bit, and we can circle back to our veterans for sure. Yeah, Trisha says I got to win a couple hand pays. I would like to win a hand pay on this next cruise. That would be okay. So Charlene won her hand pays on Dragon Link and Dollar Storm, whatever that is. I might have to check that one out. But yeah, Trisha said she wants to win a couple hand pays. I will settle for just one because I don't play the slots heavy. So 1 hand pay is enough for me. All right. So not only is this a salute to our veterans, but it is a salute to our veteran cruisers. And look at that. Trisha Set Sail is a new member. I love that. Welcome to the club, Trisha. And yeah, any new cruisers, any members, let me know if you like that idea of doing a members only live immediately after the regular live. And we'll chat just amongst the biggest supporters of the Coach Cruz channel. But so veteran cruisers, what is something that sets apart veteran cruisers from new cruisers? Adventures with Uncle Dave, do you have one thing that you found that you've learned over the years that you might have made a mistake on when you were a new cruiser, and as a veteran cruiser now, what advice would you give to somebody for?
My best one. I have a couple of them. I mean, one of the things I learned is as soon as you get on the ship, go do your muster drill. Just please go do your muster drill, because if you don't do your muster drill and everybody else does it, well, one, they'll turn your room card off. You can't get drinks, but it delays getting away from the port and all that kind of stuff. And do your muster drill. I never missed it. Now, I've had problems finding it when I very first started, but you ask the crew, they'll tell you exactly where to go, and just get the muster drill out of the way.
I like that advice.
Another one is if you book, this is just stuff I've learned over time. I mean, I've never actually done this, but if you make a specialty dining restaurant time, go to it. go to the dining time, because if you don't go, cancel it, because they can book somebody else. Let's see, stuff that I've learned.
Well, you don't have to say them all now. Keep a couple. We'll go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as stuff that I've learned, there's so much, but to me, I don't even think about them anymore, because um,
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, my biggest one is do your muster drill as soon as you get on the ship.
Yeah,
get it out of the way. And
way.
I don't understand why everybody doesn't just. Now, granted, look, I don't hate on anybody. I want to drink when I get on the ship too, yeah, but get that out the way and then go do what you got to do.
Right. No, that's great advice. And usually there's always like 4 or 5 people that they're waiting on. Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle, she says, so you can cheers and celebrate all veterans. So we got a veteran right on the show today, Adventures with Uncle Dave. But to all veterans, like I say, anybody out there that's making the world a better place, that is making the world a safer place, salute to you. And thank you for your service, and cheers. And that treat for me gets a treat for Zoe too. So high five, Cruise Life TV. What do you say? You say thank you? How do you say thank you? Oh, okay. You say it that way. Okay. Good girl. All right. All right. So tell you again. Thank you, Greg and Michelle. And to piggyback on what Adventures with Uncle Dave was just saying, one thing that goes along with it, getting that muster drill out of the way, is get all the stuff out of the way. Get all the stuff out of the way that you have to do once you get off the ship, because once you get all the stuff out of the way that you have to do on the ship, then it's vacation time. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm not good about unpacking. Okay. When I come home, I will bring my suitcase home from a cruise, and I kid you not, sometimes that suitcase has sat, in a corner somewhere for 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh God, I gotta unpack. and I finally unpack, because sometimes I'm coming and it's wintertime, and I got shorts and tank tops and stuff like that, so those clothes are not needed, and so that suitcase, you can just stay where it is, and it's not gonna cause me much trouble or whatever. So yeah, but the flip side of that, when I get on the cruise ship, one of the first things I do when I get in my room and it's safe to unpack is I unpack, because
every bit of it.
Yeah, because I want to start my vacation, and I don't want to on day 2 still have a suitcase that's half packed or, fully packed, and I just grabbed a couple things or whatever, because then, that's work to do. I want to get all the work, all the stuff out of the way that's an inconvenience or whatever you want to call it. Get it out of the way. So the muster drill, that's a place you have to go to that if you didn't have to go, you wouldn't go. It's not fun, but it's not that bad either, because nowadays, you just have to go up and basically they just check your name off and they let you go. Sometimes you'll have to see a short little demonstration of them messing with the life jacket, and that's about it. So go there real quick, get that out of the way, and then go drop your bags off if you're allowed, and then grab some lunch, grab a drink, whatever, and you're good. And then as soon as you can unpack, and just the rest of the cruise is yours to enjoy. Yeah.
The unpacking for sure, because I tried to live out of a suitcase for one cruise, and I was literally miserable. I'm like, never again. Never again. As soon as you get the chance, you get your muster drill out the way, put your bags away, go do what you got to do, come back and unpack everything. And that way you know where it's at. I carry a little dirty clothes collapsible thing with me and put that in the closet. And so what's clean, what's dirty. Yeah, definitely unpack. Don't live out of the suitcase or the bag. You'll be miserable.
Exactly. Crazy Eyed Cruiser. I tell you what, I mean, that bar that we're going to, I think we're meeting up at about 7 o'clock. I forget the name of the bar, but if you want to message me separately, I will let you know the bar that we're going to be at. And yeah, if you want to meet up, we can definitely meet and have a drink. I don't get to Tampa very often for a cruise. So, oh, you know what, though? I'm going to be in Tampa twice. I take that back. I'm going to be in Tampa twice this year because July 3rd, I'm going to be on the Margaritaville. So, yeah. So if November 21st doesn't work, then July 2nd, I think I'll be there again. July, yeah, I think it's July 2nd because I always go in a day early. But yeah, one of those 2 days, yeah, but definitely. And if November 21st, if you want to come by that bar that we're going to be at, it's downtown, but it had good reviews. It was over 4 stars on Yelp. So I usually trust Yelp as far as that goes. So that'd be cool. Terry and Cheryl, hello, everyone. Happy Veterans Day to all, including myself. And thank you for your service. Cruise Life TV says, cheers, Coach and Uncle Dave. Charlene Freeman, the 2-hand pay person herself, has been a member for 5 months. Thank you, Charlene, and congratulations on those. Not 1, but 2 hand pays. Trisha set sail, drop the bags faster to the fun and mustard than food and drink. Yeah,
that's right. That's how you do it.
I mean, yeah, and I usually bring 1 big bag and then a backpack, and I like to drop that big bag off to stuff in a suitcase, and maybe my book bag too. One thing that I think maybe everybody should do that I would say is a good idea is a lot of people drop their bags off, and that's fine. If you don't want to drag them through security and do all that other stuff, yeah, I get that totally. But bring at least a book bag or a small bag that has your essentials through the evening. Be that, a swimsuit if you want to go to the pool for a little bit, be that your evening clothes for just that first evening, because sometimes your bag will not get up there until after 6 or 7 p.m. There's always that 1 or 2 people that their bags get up there super late, and it's time for you to go to dinner and stuff, and you're still looking out the doorway for your bag. So bring a small bag, be that a backpack or whatever, carry that on. So that is, some advice from a expert cruiser. I think I can call myself an expert cruiser.
That's similar to what I do is like a lot of times I won't check my bag, but when I do check my bag, I carry a backpack and I have like my toiletry kit, a full change of clothes, a bathing suit, and all that in that backpack in case it doesn't get there in time or it gets lost or whatever the case may be. And, I make sure I have a change of clothes and a simple backpack for those type of situations.
Yeah, absolutely. CLTV, I forgot to give you your numbers. So you are 66 through 80, and we are getting close here because Charlene, I'm about to put it on the screen right now, just did a $20 chat. So she was numbers 81 through 100. So that means we only need 50 more, and we will do that drawing. I know for a fact Adventures with Uncle Dave has one of these. It is.
I'd go get it, but it's on the other side of the room.
Well, I'm showing it right now, so it's the same one. So you don't have to. But
they're awesome.
A cooler bag, and I mean, you can fit at least. Adventures with Uncle Dave can confirm this. You could probably fit a case and a half of beer in there if you had to.
Easy
with ice, and everything,
including ice.
Yeah, I
know this because I had to carry it.
Yeah. I mean, you could throw it on your shoulder or whatever. So if you're just doing like a day trip or something like that, I'm telling you, I have used. This is my sample bag, so this one is nice and unused or whatever. But though I have one in the back room of my house right now, and anytime I do like a little day trip or we're going somewhere, to throw some drinks in or whatever, I've used that thing about a half a dozen times already, and it really comes in handy. So yeah.
And it has a bottle opener on it.
Yes. Gotta have that, right?
I mean, I've said it 100 times in chat, but that saved Greg because he brought those beers he needed a bottle opener for. That saved Greg on that trip we made. With that bag having that bottle opener on it.
Yeah, we were on a boat without a bottle opener until we had the Coach Cruz cooler.
That's right. So, Coach Cruz saved the day again.
I appreciate that. So, Charlene, we are going with the single barrel. The single barrel. It's a single barrel, and it's usually a pretty good bourbon. And this Evan Williams, they're big bottles, gets not as much notoriety, but their single barrel is really pretty good. So come here. So cheers, Charlene. Congrats once again, and cheers to the veterans. Charlene says, thanking everybody for their service and treats for Zoe and a shot for me, which I'm going to do right now. Zoe, come here. You want a treat? Come here. Zoe's, she only performs for treats. She don't stay up here unless she's getting treats. High five for Charlie. What'd she say? Okay. She says thank you. And I say thank you once again. So yeah, like I say, we are less than 50 away, and we will be doing another drawing for the next cruiser bag. Let's see here. We got Cruising Chris Moss as a veteran cruiser. Don't try to do everything. Take it as it comes, plan a little, figure everything else out. I also like to prepay everything I can so I don't have a bill at the end. Yes, I love that, Cruising Chris Moss, and he's a content creator as well. I can join his channel. Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. If you are a drinker, you have to figure out how much of a drinker are you? Are you somebody that's going to drink over the course of a day, 6 or 7 drinks? If you are, and then you're going to have, say, some of the good coffee, not the free coffee that they give you, but the
good coffee.
Yeah, the good quality coffee.
Good coffee.
Yeah. Those types of things, milkshakes, Gatorades, if you want cans of pop, those types of things, energy drinks, all of that is included. If you feel like you'll have at least 6 or 7 adult drinks, and then maybe a milkshake, maybe a couple coffees, then the drink package is going to be worth it for you.
For sure.
The thing that I like about the drink package too, if you're going to be somebody that does take advantage and do at least that much, is it gets rid of some of the bill, because that's something you pay for in advance. You don't pay for that as you go. The people that buy drinks as they go, it adds up quick, and if you're somebody that is on the borderline of should I buy it, should I not buy it, I would say buy it, because you're going to get to the end of that cruise, and if you're buying 5 or 6 drinks a day, by the end of that cruise, you're going to have a big fat bill. And I've
had friends that went on like 5-day cruises and had an $1,800 bar tab.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, the drink package was only, what is it? 6, was it back then? Back then it was like $50 or $60 a person a day. You could have paid $700 or $600, but you decided not to do it because you want to spend the money. Well, guess what? You're not getting off the ship till that's paid, bro. So,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Going back to some advice from veteran cruisers. Charlene is a veteran cruiser, and she says, yeah, bring a backpack, a large suitcase as well. Also, if you're a casino player, when the casino opens, go check in with the casino host. You may get some free play or comps early.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. That's why, our cruisers that love cruising watch these live shows as they get all the inside information. Michelle from Cruise Life TV says, great tip, Coach and Dave. Change of clothes, swimsuit, and a couple essentials in your carry-on. Absolutely. Sure. And your carry-on might only be a backpack, but just make sure you have a bag that will get you through that first day. You know, if that's your toiletries and whatever clothes you might wear during the afternoon and into the evening. And that way, you know, you can get through. And if your bag comes late, you don't have to be waiting around for it to show up. You can have all your clothes for dinner, whatever it is you're going to do. For me, one of the things I like to do is because I like to get my cruise started off right. So I always book the steakhouse for the first night. I want to like officially like I'm on a cruise, I'm partying, I'm living the cruise life. So I get a little indulgent the very first night and say, this is how we're going to get things started. We're going to start it off with a bang. And not only that, but if you book the steakhouse on the first night on most cruise ships, they give you a free bottle of wine. Carnival still does that, for example. So yeah,
they did that. I booked a steakhouse on the first night on one of my cruises, and they gave me a bottle of wine. And I don't drink wine. I'm not a big wine drinker, but they opened it and they poured me, it was a glass of red wine, and I got done eating. Was it Fahrenheit 555? The food was great. And I'm like, all right, thank you. She's like, oh, no, you forgot your wine. I'm like, wait, what? I get that? She's like, yeah, take it with you.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around the cruise ship, and I found this couple, and they're sitting there and say, hey, I just went to the steakhouse. Do you guys like wine? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, here you go. I give it to them. She's like, well, how much do you want for it? I'm like, no, I got it. I don't drink wine. There's like this much missing out of the bottle, and I just gave it to them. I'm like, there you go. You know?
Well, you know what? And I'm glad you mentioned that. Because one of the things I found out that you could do, and we all love the crew, like all of us veteran cruisers, we love the crew because we know how hard they work. We know that they work 7 days a week. We know that they work 10 hours a day.
At least.
Yeah. For some of them, yeah, more. So one of the things you can do for these servers is, in addition to whatever tip you might want to leave for the service, if you go to the steakhouse or somewhere, if you get that free bottle of wine night, is I found out that you can give your bottle of wine to your server. So as part of their tip. So you can, sometimes you have to ask the hostess or host and say, hey, I would like to, as part of my tip, give my bottle of wine. Because if you have the Cheers package, you may say to yourself, I don't want this wine. It's a free wine or whatever. I have enough drinks on my package that I don't need to.
Especially not being a wine drinker.
Right.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah. But that's something. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's something that they can take back to their cabin, and most of them will have a roommate. So maybe, they save it for a special day when they're both available, and they can open the bottle of wine and be like, yeah, one of my customers, they gave me this bottle of wine as part of my tip or whatever. And hey, let's have a couple glasses of wine together, and you can feel good about that free bottle of wine that you might otherwise not even a drink.
You see, Coach, I never knew that, but I got February, I'll be on the Liberty, and I've already got the steakhouse book. So we're going to test that theory.
There you go. All right. So look, my cup and look, let's see. I got Cruising Chris Moss on here, who is in the comments. Rick is not here, but he is the Texas Cruiser. Adventures with Uncle Dave. I think I got you on here on this one.
I think it's on.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's on the other cup. No, it's on the other cup. It's on my blue cup. I can't fit all the stickers on here. Yeah, this is my black. I covered up the Raiders logo because they suck. That's the team that I support. I covered up with Cruise content creator, Cruise Life TV, who did a super chat. And Cruise Life TV is also on my new luggage. So content creators out there. I know Chris, he wants some stickers. So I'm going to hook up Chris with some stickers and then get some stickers from them. Adventures with Uncle Dave. So yeah, if anybody any other content creators wants to send some stickers my way, I got a new big luggage hard case, and I sent Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle, because they sent me some extra stickers, and I'm like, okay, I got to put these extra stickers to use. So I put them on my big, giant, nice, big blue hard case suitcase. And then I got a couple of my own. And the good thing about that, for those of you that have hard case luggage, if you put stickers and stuff, nobody will ever grab your bag, because they'll be like, oh, that's not my bag. I don't have all those stickers on there and stuff. So it comes in handy. Let's see here. Forgot my train of thought. Let's just go to the comments. Oh, let's see. Trisha set sail. Charlene, I don't know if you saw that. I haven't got through all the comments. Oh, so yeah, you did see it. She said, just introduce yourself, let them know what games you like to play, and ask if you have any free play available. Ask if you have any free play available. I love that. You know what, Charlene, I might take that advice myself. Mandy, I think it's been a couple shows. Haven't heard from Mandy lately, but it was great.
I saw Mandy. I saw Mandy in a live show not long ago.
Okay.
I don't remember which show it was.
Coach and Uncle Dave. And check this out. Charlene was a member for 6 months, and Mandy said, hey, hold my beer. She said, hold my beer. 6 months. Member for 6 months.
4 days.
4 days until the Mardi Gras, and it's my first platinum cruise. Congratulations on that.
That's what's up.
And you know what? I know Carnival and John healed. John, I'm sorry. But I probably need to make another video, even though some people get upset about it. Because I gotta fight for the platinums. I gotta fight for the platinums, that they get the loyalty that they deserve, and they don't have to buy back in to earn their damn platinum after they've done all these cruises. So yeah, Mandy, congratulations on the platinum, and we're gonna fight for you and stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and we got to get the platinums to the point where you don't have to buy back in to stay platinum when they're not giving you any damn thing anyway, but a little earlier.
I just had my first platinum cruise. I made platinum on September on the I don't remember the damn ship. I was out of Tampa on the Paradise.
Right.
I made platinum on the Paradise with Chris and Liz, and
there you go.
Oh, that was a fun one.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, honestly, it seems like everybody out there. I haven't talked about this much lately, so don't.
No, I didn't mean to get it started. I apologize.
No. I'm just saying it still burns me a little bit. And again, I'm diamond, so I'm safe. I'm like in the safe zone. Like I'm grandfathered in. I'm all that other stuff. It just upsets me for all the platinum cruisers. And somebody, made a good comment. So like, if I'm 190 days, that means I'm not worthy. Or whatever. Yeah, you're 10 days away from diamond, but you're not worthy. You could be 75 to 199 days and not worthy of being grandfathered in. But at 200, you're good. Yeah,
I will say this on the Paradise. Now, just as far as platinum being my first platinum cruise. And I worked for 9 years cruising to get it. The Platinum Diamond Party had so many people, I wasn't really impressed with it. Now, Chris and Liz are Diamond, and I was their +1, took me to the Diamond Luncheon, which there weren't very many of. And it was amazing. The food was incredible. But besides that, getting a load of laundry done for having one bag of free laundry, that's all I needed. The priority boarding, when I got to Tampa, I had a great Uber because we were driving up. She's like, are you dropping off bags? I was like, no. I said, I got all carry on. She went around all the line for people dropping off and brought me right to the escalators in Tampa So I just went up, showed them my thing, and I went right in. The priority boarding was nice. I don't really use the priority disembarkation, but it just besides the laundry, it was like no difference in cruising for me. I mean, I was just like, okay, this is it,
Right.
So, but I didn't do like the free gift to the packing cubes. That was nice, and the specific pin that with the ship's name on it and all that. That was great, but there wasn't really much difference between gold and platinum to me. I mean, I didn't, except for like I said, the priority boarding, and like I really liked the laundry because when I came home, it come out of the suitcase straight in the dresser, so I was good. I didn't have to do any laundry, But other than that, I mean, I don't see much difference in it.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments, okay, so Cruise Life TV says, I always bring my Carnival gift card to get 8% off the big bill at the end of the cruise. So I just shared in the comments right now how you get that 8%. I think that's the 8% that you're talking about. Okay. Cruise Life TV, they do it from Raise. Okay. So if you go to Rakuten and that link right there, not only will you get 8% off, I think it's Card Cash is the one that gives you 7% off of Carnival gift cards or whatever. But then you get 1% cash back. And you might say 1%, what the hell? That's not worth it or whatever. But all these other companies, like Nike, for example, I'm somebody that buys Nike shoes. There's a couple specific shoes that I really like. I buy them over and over. Sometimes they'll have Nike. If you buy it through Rakuten, you get 15% cash back. So it'll take you right to the Nike app. So you get all the deals that are on Nike, and then you get 15% back in cash of whatever. So if you buy $100 worth of Nike shoes or something, you'll get $15 back. That they'll send you separately. Rakuten will send you separately after the purchase has been confirmed and it's been 30 days or whatever else like that. And they just send it to like your PayPal account or whatever account you choose to have it sent to. As far as Carnival gift cards, so you buy it through this place called Card Cash, which is 7% off, but then you get a 1% cash back. So it ends up being 8% off. But the thing is, with that Rakuten link or referral that I just posted in the comments, if you click on that, you're going to get $50 after you make your first purchase through Rakuten. You're going to get a free $50 courtesy of my referral code. And then I'll get a kickback on that as well. So I'll be happy if you do it, and I'll be happy that you got your $50 free. And several people have done this already. I actually made a video about it and shared it. So if you want that 8% off Carnival Cruise gift cards, and they have Royal gift cards, I think they have Norwegian gift cards as well. So whatever cruise line you might have, go into Rakuten and type in Carnival Cruise Line or whatever, or Carnival gift cards, and it'll probably pop up, which card companies, or type in gift cards, and then you can search through the gift card companies. So
that's cool.
So just click on that link and you're going to get a free $50. If you buy a gift card through there, you're going to get a free $50. And then just be like, hey, good deal. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
That's why you
Coach, give me my money.
Yeah, exactly. Charlene says, I went to my first Platinum Diamond gathering and they only had drinks, no food. I was not impressed. The drinks were watered down and the ceremony was kind of boring. I just went back to the casino. Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. On the XL class, the Platinum Diamond party is crap. They give you one drink as you come in, and they give you the same, oh, thanks, we're glad you're Platinum Diamond. If you're on the smaller ships, it's nice because they just have bartenders and stuff walking around, not bartenders, waiters and waitresses walking around, and they'll ask you for what drinks you want, and they'll bring you drinks. And so you can have multiple drinks.
Oh yeah.
That part's pretty nice. If you're Diamond and you go to the Diamond party, sometimes it's a luncheon and sometimes it's appetizers. Probably on smaller ships, it's going to be appetizers. But even on the mid-size to larger ships, I've been on the Horizon recently, and it was just appetizers both times. The lunch is nice because sometimes they give you a really nice lunch and an upscale lunch. Sometimes it's like a filet mignon, for example, or really nice seafood like a sea bass, something like that. And and the additional free drinks that don't count against your Cheers package or anything like that. So if it's a sea day, you can end up doing over 15 if you count those Diamond luncheon drinks as well. All right, let me get through some more comments here. We are through 100. I don't know if we're going to get to that 150, unfortunately. Sandy the Lost Pirate Jenkins, North Shore Travelers, has got to head out to work. And so we will see you, Eric from North Shore Travelers. And so anybody else, if you have any comments, throw them up now in the comment section. We'll get to one thing that I did want to point out before, as we're wrapping up, we got about 3 or 4 minutes here until the hour is up. You are comped. Charlene is a casino player, for example. I know she is a casino player. You Are Comped is going to be my guest next week. Not only are they going to be my guest, but I'm going to have this CEO of You Are Comped on this station, on this channel next week. The CEO is going to be here, and they're going to be talking about all of you casino players. So all of you casino players, sometimes you might cruise Royal, sometimes you might cruise Norwegian, Virgin, MSC, whoever it may be, Carnival. And you might say to yourself, you know what? I would like to go on another cruise line, but my cruise line gives me such great casino deals that, I just stay on my current cruise line. Well, I'm here to tell you, I have not been on anything but Carnival in probably over 10 years. But that's changing. Why? Because of You Are Comped. Okay? And You Are Comped did not pay me to say this, by the way. But I finally, people kept telling me about You Are Comped, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I've heard about it. I'll look into it. But Carnival gives me such great deals, blah, 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 blah. And I finally, when Carnival started not honoring their platinum guests, and they say, and for a short time it was going to be their diamond guests, they weren't even going to honor them. I'm like, you know what? People said they were going to flee, and it started opening up the thoughts of looking at other cruise lines. And so I finally did. I finally went to You Are Comped, and I typed in the offers and stuff that Carnival was giving me, and lo and behold, the first one was Margaritaville, and they said, hey, how about you come on our ship for free? Is free good to you? Just pay for port fees and that. I'm like, you know what? Free is good. Free is good. I can handle free. So July,
my bags are packed.
I'm going to be on the Margaritaville, and I have a comped room, courtesy through You Are Comped. And then I'm like, you know what? As a content creator, I want to spread my wings. I want to not only do Carnival, I not only want to do Margaritaville, I'd like to get out to another ship. So MSC is another one that I've been thinking about going on. So I'm doing MSC Alaska, July 13th on the PA.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
That's through You Are Comped. So I'm going to have the CEO and co-founder, first name of Craig, on this very show next week, Tuesday. And I'm hoping they bring you some goodies. I'm hoping they come with some free play or something like that. So for everybody else, tune in next week. Make sure you tune in next week. And especially if you are a casino player, because they're going to hopefully hook you up. We got Wanda Montgomery that just got here. better late than never, Wanda. So thank you for showing up, even if it was late. We got Will from St. Pete. I wonder if that's St. Petersburg, Florida. Probably. So welcome to the show as well. And I think I think we're caught up as far as people checking in.
I don't know. How do you do that with UR Comp? Because I bet you I get 3 emails a day from Carnival.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. You could even do it on your phone. You could take a screenshot of your offers from Carnival from the casino, and then you go to UR Comp, and then they'll ask you to submit your most recent offers from whatever cruise line that you're on.
Right.
And then based on those offers, they populate other offers from other cruise lines.
Oh, it's just not one cruise line that they do. They do a bunch of them.
Yeah. And the thing about it is let's say it's, a cruise line that has extra rooms available. You might actually get a better offer than what you're getting, just because they might say, hey, this person's never cruised with us before. Let's give them a free room and
let's
just
hook
them on here. Yeah. So you might actually even get a better room offer. So I'm interested to hear what UR Comp, the CEO that's going to be on the show next week, has to say. And
I will definitely be here.
Yeah. I try to get you the best guests, like Uncle Dave and
Stop it.
Lee Mason and Cookie. And everything else like that. We try to get you the best guests. So
hey, does Rod and Vicky watch your show?
Rod
and Vicky watch?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because they thought that this is Rod's police patch, and I did a short on the unfortunate tragedy of the young lady that just got murdered or was found dead on the horizon. And he's like, I don't see my patch. Did you take my patch down? And your patch has always been here, Rod. It's always been here. Lewis, who's on the Celebrity Beyond, I said I wanted a patch from him, a police patch, and I would put it back here too. But yeah, I never took the patch down. It's been here all the time.
Well,
so if anybody else that's in police or, that has patches or anything else like that, if you would like me to honor your department and yourself, I will be happy to display your patch. I will display it proudly. So you just let me know, send that to me, and I will find a place for it back here somewhere behind me, and you'll see it all the time. So,
well, Coach, I don't want to upset you. But since they watch this, I hope when they do watch this, I hope they stayed around this long. I want to give a shout out to Rod for letting me drive the boat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll mention that to him. I'll mention that to him in case he didn't want to watch the whole.
We were on the boat and he's like, here, you drive. I'm like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah. Well, since you mentioned that, Dave, I got yelled at. I forget what I got yelled at for. I think I threw the rope or something over somebody's head.
I think you had your shoes on the boat.
No, that wasn't it. It was something with a rope and tying the boat up, and the boat was going to drift off or something like that. I don't boat. I'm not a boater. I live in the Midwest. I live in Chicago. I don't know what I'm doing on a boat. So
you're a boat rider, man. You're just a rider.
Good. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have no experience. Okay, so whatever I did, I screwed something up. But Adventures with Uncle Dave, he has much experience on boats, and so he knows what the hell he's doing. I do not. If you're going to invite me on your boat, don't expect me to know what the hell I'm doing because I'm not a boat person. I want to own a boat someday. And when I do own a boat, I'll learn and I'll figure out all the stuff. But I don't know anything right now. So I can't be yelled at for what I don't know.
Coach, it's all good. Everybody, including me, everybody in the chat, we love the hell out of you, dude. Just, it's all in fun. But Yeah, it was, and I keep thinking back to that day, and that had to be, since it wasn't on a cruise, that had to be one of the greatest days I've ever had.
That was a
Like
party.
really, with all of you, Rod and Vicky and um, Greg and Michelle, yourself, and who else was Sandy? Sandy was there. Young lady
Nora,
named Sandy.
yeah. The whole night
Yeah.
group. Sandy, Nora, Rod, Vicky, myself.
Yeah,
No,
Nora. Yeah,
Andrew were not there, but
I
Greg
had
and
so much
Michelle
fun
produced
that day.
my TV. But yeah, that's a great time. And
I didn't know
I forget the name of that sandbar. It's like
that was
Harlan or something.
no, it was damn it. I can't remember it. But you know, when we walked up to that barge contraption that was selling the burgers, and it had your sticker on it before we got there from the last time you were there. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, it was great.
Oh, look at this. Oh, so this is what happens. Cruising Chris Moss. This is another 4 to 5 minutes. He made this happen here. So we got to stay on another 4 to 5 minutes because Cruising Chris Moss just did another super chat. That's awesome. Thank you, Cruising Chris Moss. We got to get you on the show. I sent Chris the thing. I said, hey, you want to come on? So you are 101 through 115. And you know what? I was off today. So let's see. Cruising Chris Moss. I did the first one with you was the single barrel Evan Williams. So we will switch over to the Clark and Sheffield for your second round. That's you. And we are only 35 away now from the drawing. And Zoe, come here. You know what? I forgot all the quacks. I know I remember Chris Moss, Cruise Life TV, though, in case I forgot your quacks. And Charlene.
Thing there.
And Chris again. There you go. Thank you very much. And Zoe, come here. Come get a treat.
Yeah, you ought to have Chris on. He's really a nice, amazing guy. Really, I'm not gonna tell you much about him, but you'll find out. He's really, really a good dude. Really a good dude.
I already know this. Yeah, we'll get him on here for sure. High five for Chris again. What do you say? Again. What are you saying? You say thank you? How do you say thank you? How do you say thank you? Say thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you. Well, that's Steve, I tell you. She hears something outside. Say thank you. Oh, there you go. Okay. There
Well,
it was. But
that's
hey,
just like I have a red leopard Catahoula, the one you saw. Her name's Camille, and she is the most hard-headed, neediest person I know on the planet. You know, and what she wants it now. It doesn't matter what I'm doing; she wants it right now.
Yeah, and Danny Dizzle, the super supporter coach, hope we get to meet one day. And you did get to meet Danny D, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I met Danny.
Michelle, and I know it'll be after we all got together. I know that you all were planning.
We went up, and that was an amazing day. That was another one of my favorite days. I mean, that entire weekend, I was just like, I can't believe I'm actually here with all these people that I watch on screen and talk to in the chat, and my Cajun ass is up here with all these people. Like, that's what I was telling Greg and Michelle. I was like, man, I'm around YouTube royalty. You know, I'm thinking, like it was like Ryan and Mel and Greg and Michelle and Chet and Robin and Danny and Elisa and you and it's just like I was on overload, man. It was like one of the greatest weekends I've ever had.
Well, that's cool, and I appreciate you saying that. And I do feel that way. Same thing, when I see some content creators, on the ship, and yourself and Cruise Life TV and Carnival Cruise Addicts and Island Time and North Shore Travelers, everybody.
Everyone was
wearing.
Yes.
Wanda chipping in here with a super chat. She says, have a drink on me. And I will do that, Wanda. And thank you for that. We're going to put that down as a $3 super chat, 116 through 118. That makes you Wanda. And you know what? I need to make another drink here myself. So let's do that. And then we're going to mix this up because my regular drink is empty. So we're going to pour a little.
Oh, wow.
Pour a little Old Forester in there. And I got a Coke Zero. So thank you for that, Wanda. And Wanda, you are now in the drawing. So make sure you are watching next week when you are comped. And I talked to you are comped and I said, hey, can you hook up our viewers? Can you try to get them some free play? So they're going to have some kind of a referral code for you. And I think hopefully if you do that referral code, you get some extra kind of free play or something. They did stream live. I told you about it. I don't know how many of you watched their last stream. Charlene says, I'd love to go on a group cruise with Coach Cruise members. Yeah, that would be so much fun. Eventually, I'm going to do that. I mean, I know Island Time is doing that. They're doing the travel agency thing and stuff like. Eventually, I'm going to do something like that where I get groups together and stuff. It might be a year or two away, but once it happens, it's going to happen and it's going to be huge. And we are going to party like it's 1999. Absolutely. So I think that's about it, everybody. I appreciate everybody. And look at this. Cruising Chris Moss has to be a math teacher because he's always
got to add it. Yeah,
he is a teacher. The money
he is a teacher.
So, oh my goodness! So now, so Cruising Chris Moss is extending the show. Is what's happening. So let's see. That's 119 through 130, I think. Yes.
And Jennifer and Andrew from
We're only 20 away now. We're only 20 away, so this might actually happen. So Wanda and Cruising Chris Moss together. High five for Wanda and Cruising Chris Moss. What do you say to him? You got to say thank you. What's thank you sound like? Okay, sounds like that. Okay.
Basically, that was don't make me tell you again is what she was saying. Yeah, I was saying Jennifer and Andrew from Embarkation Nation, they are on the MSCC scape right now.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, they're here.
Wanda says group cruise sounds. And Cruising Chris Moss, this is where my A-type personality kicks in. Could somebody else, if somebody else donates or does a super chat that has an odd number to it,
right?
We'll see if this works for Cruising Chris Moss again.
How much you got left? 20?
We're 20 away from doing the drawing. We do
it for like $12.97.
Yeah, and then Cruising Chris Moss will do like 1703 or something. Yeah, Cruising Chris Moss says good teamwork at Wanda Montgomery. Absolutely, and thank you, Wanda. That is your first super chat on the Coach Cruise channel. So I don't have much left. Let me just tell you, I already told you about You Are Comped.
That's good stuff.
I started packing. My started packing includes underwear and socks so far. That's about as far as I've got. But
that's the start.
I have underwear and socks in the suitcase. That's all that's in there so far. But I'm over a week away. I think Thursday I'll be in single digits. It'll be down to 9 days before my cruise. So this time next week, it is going to be so on when You Are Comped is here, the CEO. It's going to be so on because Friday morning I'm flying to Tampa, and I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped about it. I can't wait. I've not been on a cruise since August, the beginning of August, so I'm super pumped about that. Danny D says, yes, coach, we need to have a meetup. If you can have a meetup when I come to Chicago, we have time. I know sister-in-law wants to take me to a oh, yeah, I would love to go to a Blackhawks game. I'm not a huge hockey person, but if I'm going to go to a hockey game, there's no bad seat in hockey. I thought like sitting way high up at a hockey game would be bad, but that black puck shows up so easily on the white ice that it doesn't matter how high up you are. You can see the strategy and everything forming.
It's easier to see than a brown football on a green field.
Yeah.
That's
and sure. Then in football too, when they do the play action and stuff, sometimes when you're watching it on TV, the play action is pretty easy to see. But when you're in a stadium high up, sometimes you don't, it's hard to see and you don't notice it. But okay, I guess that's about it. Unless there's a last minute super chat. We kept it going here a couple extra minutes. We are only 20 away. So I know for sure, we will be giving away that bag next week. We got up to 130. We're only 20 away on that bag giveaway. So that will happen next week. And not only that, but again, anybody that's a casino player that gets casino offers from whatever cruise line you're on, it doesn't matter if it's Carnival, if it's Norwegian, if it's Royal, if it's Virgin, if it's MSC, whoever it is, you can put those casino offers to work. And if there's a particular cruise line that, I wanted to try this cruise line or I wanted to try that cruise line, you can submit those offers to UR Compt and you might get an even better offer. It might not be as good an offer, but it might be better. I
think it's cool that they search like all of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Not only that, but not only do they do cruises, but they do land-based casinos as well. So you can submit your offers from casinos. Oh my goodness. Wanda is keeping us here another 5 minutes. She said, you know what? You're going to do another shot, coach, and we're going to do that bag drawing. I love it.
There you go.
So
somebody wants that bag.
Wanda, you are numbers 131 through 150, but Wanda, you are also, because you did a 25, so you are also numbers 1 through 5. So you have two chances. You're in both drawings now. You're in this drawing, and you're the
next one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And for everybody, I didn't give I know Chris, I did CLTV, Charlene, if I didn't quack, and then Chris again, and then Wanda again, and then Chris again. Quacks to all of you. We'll pull out the Evan Williams that we just broke open today. And we're going to do this drawing. Chris Moss is numbers 1 through 15. Rick, the Texas Cruiser, is 16 through 20. Edmund Tim is 21 through 35. Edmund Tim must be at a dinner engagement or something. We haven't seen Edmund Tim today.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in here tonight.
We haven't seen Yoli either, but she's numbers 36 through 50. She was here last week. We got Cruising Chris Moss, 51 through 65. CLTV is in the house tonight, 66 through 80. Charlene's in the house, 81 through 100. Cruising Chris Moss, 101 through 115. Wanda, 116 through 118. Chris Moss again, 119 through 130. And Wanda again, 131 through 150. And Wanda, this shot is for you. This is the
there you go.
Single barrel. Thank you for getting us to the 150. And an extra quack. And you get a treat for Zoe, too. Come here, Zoe. You got to give Wanda some love here. Come here. Got to give Wanda some love for this treat. High five. High five for Wanda. High five.
Give me a minute.
High five. What do you say to Wanda? She is. Quick thank you. Quick thank you for that one. All right. So, for those new to the channel, and Wanda, so you see there is nothing at the top of my phone here. I'm going to ask Siri for a random number 1 through 150. I gave you all the numbers. If your number is in line with whatever number Siri spits out, then you get the bag. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 150.
A random number between 1 and 150 is 21.
21. Edmund Tim. 21 through 35. Rick, the Texas Cruiser, 16 through 20. Just missed it by 1. Edmund Tim was 21 through 35. So Edmund Tim gets it. And again,
he's not even here
to be present to win. If it carries over to the next week, Edmund Tim is obviously a supporter of the channel, so he will be informed. And he is the winner. So
when I won the bag, I was on a cruise. Cruise Life TV messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, you won the drawing." I'm like,
"Yeah,
what? I'm in Celebration Key. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. That's the thing. So like you always are going to be in the drawing. So if you do the super chat this week, or you're going to carry over next week, even if we don't do the drawing. So you don't have to worry about that. As
that's what I'm saying.
Dave just pointed out, you are still going to get your prize.
You're going to get it no matter what. No matter what.
Absolutely. But Wanda, thank you for getting us to that finish line and better luck. And again, everybody that's still here, if you haven't already liked, hit that like button if you could. And I know most of you are already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to Adventures with Uncle Dave, look him up, give him a subscribe. Cruise Life TV is saying, well, Coach and Dave, great show. Happy Veterans Day again. Off to bed, looking forward to the next week's show. And I am too. So we will see you all next week. But thank you, everybody. And I guess that's it. Peace, everybody.
Yep. See y'all later. Thank you.